everyone cameras on? We're gonna get in class now.
Hello, your camera.
Mira, can I start reading?
Yes. We're
Okay.
gonna page 191. Monse, will you start
Yes.
reading for us?
I am already there. Writing paragraphs. Miss Bradley wrote this sentence on the chalkboard. One of the most interesting of all pets in the herbill. Since no students in the class had a herbill and a pet, each one wondered about herbills and what made them interesting. Miss Bradley added more sentences. One of the most interesting of all pets in the Greville, a Greville is not afraid of humans. He is constantly exploring and investigating. He stops only to sleep. Herbiles are silent animals except for an occasional squeak. Because Greville's never overeat, they can be held for a sweet as a time, as long as there is food for them. Since they are desert animals, they can go without water for long periods of time, especially if they are moist vegetables to eat. The herbill made an idea pet.
All right, keep
I
reading.
keep Mr.
Yeah.
Okay. After the class read Miss Bradley's interesting sentence, they explained to them that she had just written a paragraph. A paragraph is made up of sentences that tell about one topic. Reports and other compositions consist of several paragraphs. Paragraphs help make longer writing organized and clear. First, we will learn about paragraphs, and then we will learn how to combine several paragraphs into a report.
So that's how you write a paragraph. Okay, start with the topic sentence and then explain a little bit. That's the same. It's about the same topic. Okay. So if I say dogs are very interesting animals, and I'm gonna say cats are cool. Sometimes I like to pet dogs. Okay, you don't want to put in a random fact about cats. To oh, turn this is.
I have it, Mr.
No, Sanchez.
Sanchez.
Okay. Hi, Joanne. Joanne's
Where is?
today, guys. Okay, so
Mr. I have it on, Mr.
that's because it appeared that it was off. But let's keep going. Let's keep focusing, okay? Peña.
Okay. How do you write good paragraph? First, about 1/2 inch. 20 means to begin a little way in from the margin. 4. Keep the left-hand margin straight, except for the first line. 5. Fill each line, but do not crowd the button at the end of the line. Keep the fill. Leave a word in a sentence. 7. Begin each sentence with a capital letter and end it with the correct punctuation. 8. Spell each word correctly.
All right. So make sure that's the big one. Make sure we spell each word correctly, all right? And if you don't know how to spell it, go ahead and look it up, okay? Google it or something like that. We want to make sure we spell the words correctly. All right, so we start off topic sentence, and then the following sentences give details, examples, or reasons. And they also relate to the story about the topic. So you're going to indent the first part, just a little space, you'll see. And then keep the left hand margin straight, except for the first line, so straight down. Fill each line, but do not crowd the writing at the end of the line. So word in the sentence, and oh my gosh. That capital letters, punctuations, we got it. Okay, so now what are we gonna do? We're gonna read the next page. So it's a lot of reading, and then we're gonna get started on working, okay? I'm sorry, my WhatsApp is not working on my computer, and so I would put the pictures up on the screen, but I can't. And so let's keep reading. Carlos, I want you to start reading 193 to me.
What?
I want you to read page 193. At least the
Okay. A paragraph has a topic sentence. The student noticed that Miss Bradley's sentences fit the definition of a paragraph because all of the sentences were about one main idea or topic. A good paragraph contains one sentence that tells the main idea or topic of the paragraph. This sentence is usually the first sentence. A topic sentence tells the main idea or topic of a paragraph. What is the topic of Miss Bradley's paragraph? Can you spot the topic sentence? Because Miss Bradley knew quite a bit about gerbils, she wrote 2 more paragraphs about them. Can you see how each paragraph tells of something different about gerbils? Her paragraphs are turning into a report. The topic sentences are underlined for you. Do you see why these sentences were chosen? I continue reading.
Yeah, go for it. Keep reading.
Okay. Gerbils are not native to the United States. They have been brought here from the Gobi Desert of Mongolia in northeast China. Gerbils thrive in sandy areas with little vegetation in other parts of the world, as well from southern Africa north to Morocco and Egypt, and in Israel and northern Arabia, quite closer. A fully grown Mongolian gerbil is about 4 inches long with a 4-inch tail for living. All through the 4 blades on its undersides. It has fairly long ears, a round head, and a short, soft nose with black and white whiskers. The gerbil uses its sharp incisors from cutting teeth to gnaw constantly. Each of its feet has 5 toes with large black nails. It uses the nail of its forepaws in picking up seeds and often sits on its hind legs to eat in a most charming manner.
Okay, good job. Okay, what was those paragraphs about? What were they about?
About the gerbils.
They're about gerbils. So you can see the topic sentence that was selected, right, Peña? Can you see the topic sentences?
Yes.
Yep. All right. They were selected because they give information about what the paragraph is going to be talked about. So a topic sentence tells the main idea or topic of a paragraph. All right. So your topic sentence needs to be about what you're going to write about, and then the details that follow, the rest of the paragraph, needs to needs to be about the topic sentence. Right, Amelia? You're asleep? Wakey, wakey.
Mister, can I read page 194?
Yes, let's move to page 194.
A paragraph needs unity. In the following example, the sentence in the print does not tell about the topic. It is unreal to the rest of the paragraph and should be taken out. When all of the sentence relate to the topic, a paragraph has unity. The home of the early pioneers were built of materials that were available around them. Families living in the eastern forest made their homes from the plentiful supply of logs. Abraham Lincoln was born in a log cabin. Those living in the open prairies often cut and stake pieces of the earth to form a snug saw house. The brave soldiers were pushed into the desert areas of the South and learned from the Indians to take adobe bricks which made homes as nice as any in the East.
All right, do you see how that bold sentence didn't really make sense? It didn't fit with the paragraph. Did you guys notice that?
Yeah.
Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna look for the topic sentences in Think 1, and then we're gonna cross out the sentences that should not be there, okay? So for Think 1, let's start with that. I'm going to read the first one, and then I'll let you guys read them, okay? It says, on Saturday, John Storms saved a comrade from death. He and his friend Charles Waite were skating on Green Pond. Green Pond is owned by Mr. Sanderson, who lives in Helena. Young Waite did not see an air hole before him and suddenly found himself in the water. Storms kept his head. He rushed to the bank, caught up a long pole that lay there, and returned to the aid of his friend. After strenuous efforts by both boys, Waite was rescued. That night, they were to attend a church social. Okay, who can tell me what is the main idea, the topic sentence of that story?
That he saved from death.
That in Saturday, John Storms saved a comrade from death.
Very good. So our topic sentence we're going to underline is on Saturday.
Storm saved a comrade.
Okay, we will underline the main idea.
Yes, this is the main idea right here.
Okay. From the 4.
Number 1. Someone's selling vegetables over there.
Underline that.
So we're going to underline this one right here. On Saturday, John Storms saved a comrade from death. That's the main idea. That's the topic sentence in that paragraph. Okay?
Yes.
Mister, can I read all of it?
We're not done yet. We have to underline Sander. Now we're going to have to cross out the sentences that shouldn't be there. What sentences? There's 2 sentences in that paragraph that should not be there. What are the 2 sentences? Who can give me one? The sentences that don't fit. They need to have.
Comrade.
Huh?
Green Pony is owned by Mr. Sanderson, who lives in Helena.
Very good. So Green Pond is owned by Mr. Sanderson, who lives in Helena. All right, so that one we're gonna cross out. We don't need that, okay? So we're gonna take a line
Oh, Mr.
like that. You're just gonna put a line through it like that. We don't need it, okay? All right, there's one more sentence that we need to cross out. Who can tell me what it is? It doesn't connect with the rest of the story.
Mister, can I do it
To
with
the
color?
bank,
Storm
push to the bank
Yes.
after
Can I
all
do
that
it with
they
color?
Nope, that's part of it. Storm rushed to the bank.
He rushed to the bank, caught
Can I
up.
do that with color?
Mister,
Yeah, Monse. Yes, but that still connects with the story on how he did it. It's all about John Storm saved a friend. So that's part of how he saved his friend. So it still connects. There's another sentence that doesn't connect with it.
Mister, I think I know.
Yes?
That night they were to attend a church social.
Very good. That night,
Mister, can I do them with color?
yes, you can. All right, that is the next sentence we're gonna cross out. We don't need it. A line through it. Don't underline it, just put a line through it, okay?
Yes.
Okay, and the second.
Now we're on number 2. John
Who
Carlos.
did it?
John Carlos, you read that one for me.
Okay, mister. I will read it. Wait. The story of Ruth proves how God makes you happy. Circumstances turn out well for his children. Ruth was born in Moab, the heathen country south of Israel. It was here that she first heard about the true God from a family of Israelites who had moved to Moab to escape on a famine. Ruth married one of the young men of this family. Her husband's son died, however, and Ruth was left a widow, like her mother-in-law Naomi. The name Naomi means sweet. When they returned to Israel, Ruth went to the fields to clean with the other poor people, and it was in one of these fields that she met Boaz. The Lord blessed Ruth by allowing her to marry Boaz and by giving them a son who became the grandfather of King David.
Very good. Okay, who can tell me what the topic sentence is?
The topic of the sentence. The story of the Ruth proves how God makes you happy. Circumstance
The story of
Ruth.
Proves how God makes unhappy circumstance turn out well for his children.
Circumstance. Today, right, Mr. Circumstance.
the story of Ruth proves how God makes unhappy circumstances turn out well for his children.
And how many sentences are that we need to draw one line through any sentence which does not tell about the topic?
Only one in this one.
Only one.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll try to find it.
Naomi
Mister.
Good job. Lizzie got it. The name Naomi means sweet. We don't need that. We don't need that one. So what?
Yeah, we don't need it.
That one we're gonna cross out, okay?
Very cross it out.
All right. Now let's get started with number 3. Monse, will you read number 3 for me?
Yes, Mister. George Washington Carver found unusual uses for many things, from the lowly peanut that made 300 different products, including shells, dishes, soap, and ink. Peanuts are a good source of protein, from clay that made dye, and from cotton starch he took starch. One fascinating plant he used was the sweet potato. From this plant he made flour, he wax, and even candy. Carver was born in Missouri.
Mister, how many sentences we
All
need
right.
to we need to Mister, I think that one is
With the top-
Carver was born in Missouri.
Let's start with a topic sentence. Who can tell me what the topic sentence is?
George Washington Carver found
George
unusual
Washington
use
Carver
for
found
things.
unusual use for many.
Good job, guys.
Mister?
George Washington Carver found unusual.
Mister, I think I found the thing that
How many bad are here?
how many sentences there not need to be.
Okay, calm down. I want people to raise their hand for these. There's only 2. All right?
Only 2.
Yeah.
I found one, Mister.
I found 2. I
Calm
found
down.
2.
Calm down.
I found it.
Lizzie, give me one.
Are a good source of protein.
Very good. Peanuts are a good source of protein.
Mister, Mister, me, please.
All right. Carlos, give me the second one.
Carver was born in Missouri.
In Missouri. Very good. So that's the other one we're going to cross out.
And the 4th one. We will do the page also 195.
Yeah. All right. So number 4, I'm going to leave for you guys to be by yourself, okay? Sound good?
No,
Yes.
I understand too much.
You're just looking for the topic sentence, and then you're crossing out the sentences that don't connect. So if they're not, for example,
How many are, Mister, that don't connect?
1. There's only 1 in number 4, okay?
Okay. Mr. Carver was born in Missouri. That is the one that is in the we cross it in the middle or in down.
No, don't underline it. Just cross it out. If it has the green here line on the screen, cross it out.
Okay.
Okay? All right. Okay. Now we'll do some of these. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to write good paragraphs. But what we're going to do is we're going to give our own topic sentences. All right?
Yes.
I'm done the 4 of page 194.
Good job. All right. So now I'm going to read the first one, okay? The instructions say, as you know, one key to writing a good paragraph is to have a clear, meaningful topic sentence. The paragraphs below are missing topic sentences. Read each paragraph and think of a sentence which would explain what the whole paragraph is about. Write your topic sentences in the blank. So we're going to write our topic sentences in the blank. Let's read the paragraphs first, see what it's about, and then we'll come up with a topic sentence. Sound good?
Yes.
All right. Our first one we have here It says, the crown of the tree is in its leaves and branches. The leaves are very important because they make food for the entire plant. At certain times of the year, you will also find flowers or fruit in the crowns of most trees. The stem of the tree is the trunk, which is made of woody fiber. A protective layer called the bark covers the outside of the trunk. You usually cannot see the third main part of the tree, the roots, but the roots perform very important tasks. They anchor the tree in the ground, all right? All right, the topic sentence is supported in detail. So what do you think we can write a topic sentence? So it's about trees, and how many parts did it talk about? How many?
3.
3. So what can we make for our topic sentence? What do you think?
What, mister?
What can we write for a topic sentence that would introduce this paragraph?
How they grow the plants.
No, Mr. Wait.
How many parts of the trees were there?
3.
All right, so right, a tree has 3 main parts, and that's our topic sentence.
Ah.
It's very simple. It's not as hard as you would think.
I was thinking that was so hard.
No, it's much more simpler than you would think.
Mister, we will do only 2 pages. 2 pages.
2 pages for today. Tomorrow we have more pages to do.
Okay.
All right. All right. The next one, let me read it. All right. We have to come up with a topic sentence. By going to church, Christians can meet each other or meet other Christians and learn from them. They hear sermons which will challenge them to grow in Christ. They learn about others' needs and are given opportunities to serve Christ. The most important reason for attending church is that God tells us to. In Hebrews 10:5, he tells us not to forsake the assembling of ourselves together. All right, so what is that paragraph about?
It's talking by reasons. Reasons.
Reasons for what?
About Christians.
Mister, Christians can meet other Christians.
It talks about Christians and what?
And reasons.
And reasons.
Reasons for what?
For
Reasons to do what?
believing God.
Rest more Christ. Rest more.
No. Reasons to do what?
Be Christians.
Not to be a Christian, but to do what?
Believe in God.
No, read the paragraph.
Okay.
What should
So they can grow in Christ.
doing what?
Meeting.
Attending church, it is that God tells us to in Hebrews 10:25.
Tells them to do what?
Are saying the assembling of ourselves together.
What should every Christian do?
They work
Meet others.
Thursday,
not that one.
assemble
Where are they meeting others?
together.
Others.
What does it say? The most important reason to attending church is that God tells us to do. What does God tell us to do?
First say the example of ourselves together.
Pray and serve him.
Okay, but we have pray and we have serve, but we have one more that's the most important. It's what this paragraph is about. What should every Christian do?
Obey.
What does it say?
Pray.
Go to the church.
Go to church. There's our topic sentence. Every Christian should go to church. So now that we have that, let's read it again. Every Christian should go to church. By going to church, Christians can meet each other, other Christians, and learn from them. Do you see how that connects?
Yes.
Our topic
Yeah.
sentence needs to connect with our paragraph. We're gonna do one more, and then I'm gonna let you guys do the rest by yourself. Well, there's only one. You're only gonna do one.
But this is
And
big
now
mistake.
let's do the 4 of the page 194.
Yeah, so only have to do two things here. Okay, the next one. It says, a plain wicker basket filled with bird seed and placed on a picnic table will attract cardinals and chickadees. Cardinals and chickadees are birds. A simple feeder that may attract orioles and warblers can be made from half of a grapefruit filled with apples. Anyone can attract woodpeckers and wrens by putting suet in an onion bag and hanging it from a tree. What is it talking about?
They're talking about basket.
A basket. And what are they wanting to do with the basket?
Filled with birds.
And what are the birds going to do?
Place on a picnic
On a
table.
picnic
with
table.
Attract cardinals and chickadees.
So it's talking about a bird feeder. So what about bird feeders?
They give food to the birds.
But it's not talking about that they give food to the birds. It's talking about the different types of bird feeders. Does it seem like it's a hard thing to make a bird feeder?
No.
Okay, so bird feeders are easy to make. And some of the stuff you can find in your house, right?
Yes.
And so it doesn't cost money, so are easy to make and cheap. And that is our last one that we're gonna do together. The next one you have to do by yourself.